Hello, everybody. This is Fragger here, and I'm here to join you guys on a Fragger Talks here for the week of 4/20, 2011, and tee 420. And that's going to be all I'm going to say about that because I'm not a stoner, so I'm not going to comment on that. But other than that, this is going to be a very big week for us here because we have a lot of games to talk about. This is going to be the new day, Wednesdays, because that allows me to have played possibly the games I get on retail from Achievement Hunter, and also get to play the arcade games. So even if I don't get an arcade retail release that week, I can at least talk about arcade games. But flip that over, let's talk. So last week we had two arcade games came out, which was Yar's Revenge and Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. Yar's Revenge was okay, did not buy it because the achievements are fucking bullshit. But other than that, it was okay. It played like a Panzer Dragoon game, so it was pretty neat. So not fully my cup of tea. I don't mind Panzer Dragoon games, but I don't want to spend $10 on a game I know I'm not going to perfect. So fuck that. Moving on, the other game that came out, as I said, was my Magic Clash of Heroes, which I bought and enjoyed the shit out of. It plays like a very fun arcade game. I mean, a puzzle game. Sorry, that's also an RPG, kind of like a different kind of puzzle quest, but with a puzzle system that I actually enjoy more. So there you go. So I recommend that. It's a good game. Give it the trial a whirl. Blah, 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 blah. This week, however, we had two big retail releases. We had Portal 2 and Mortal Kombat. Now, most people here know that I'm a big Portal fan, so I'll be shocked when I say I did not get Portal 2 because I can't afford it. But right here in my hand, that is the sound of a Mortal Kombat case. So you guys may be saying, Fragger, you like puzzle games and first-person shooters, but you don't really like fighting games. Why do you have Mortal Kombat? I was asked to play it, so I'm going to play it. There you go. Jeff said, hey, Mortal Kombat, do it. And I'm like, fuck it, whatever, man. So I'm doing it. But that's pretty much all I got to say about that. It's a fun game. It's a bit more manageable for someone like me, but I'm not a big fighting game fan just because I have to move my pop filter for this, so sorry for the rumbling you're probably going to be hearing. Yeah, that's the sound of my pop filter being moved, but this is the sound it makes when I make a fist. Oh, I actually bumped the mic there. Let me move this back. Wow, that was really loud. I'm going to... Hold on a second. Let me see if I can isolate this. Whoop. Okay. So let's move that cursor over there. Okay. I had to isolate... what you may not know I just did. I just kind of... I'm watching the waveforms of when I'm talking. I just highlighted a massive noise that it made when I moved my pop filter back so that you guys don't hear that. But other than that, it's a good game. I recommend it if you like fighting games. But yeah, and you're going to be seeing, of course, footage over this. This is me playing the single player, and I have to say that the final fight I do for, I think it's the final fight for Sonya, fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit, man. God. But this week's arcade games. I was very excited for this week's arcade games because it was a platformer and a shooter, two of my favorite genres. So I'm like, okay, we're going to play the shooter first. So I fired up Section 8 Prejudice. This game is a must-buy in my book because it is a first-person shooter that has jetpacks and sprinting. That made me go, Tribes, okay. Jetpacks are awesome because everyone has a jetpack, so it really reminded me of the Tribes games. And it's also got a full campaign, which I'm like, cool. And a Horde mode. I'm like, awesome. So it's got Conquest multiplayer, Horde, single player, $15. Sold. It's also got achievement tracking. That alone is almost makes you want to buy a game because achievement tracking alone is great. Ooh, sorry. But yeah, I was like, yay! But the single player wasn't bad. What I played of it. There's some really neat things they kind of toss in there to make things a lot better. So I'm very happy with it. There's also bots in the multiplayer, which will make a game last for a very long time. And I wish a lot more developers would take a look at that because some people don't like to boot up older games and have no games you can play with. So you have to get a whole bunch of people together, go on forums to be able to do it, which is kind of bullshit. But whatever. And then, of course, the other game I played was the Fancy Pants Adventure. And I'm sorry, Brown Man, for stealing something that you said, but I wasn't a big fan of how it played. I didn't like the controls. They didn't feel like they were responsive, and to actually steal what Brown Man said, which he said it didn't feel like the game was doing what he wanted it to do. In other words, like you're slipping and sliding all over the fucking place, and I agree. I had a problem with that too. But ooh, sorry, I'm getting a little sick. Fucking spring, man. But that pretty much will do it. So there you go. 5 minutes. I like that. 5 minutes for all the games that I played. Love that a lot. But now to move on to the Achievement Hunter television I did last week, which happened on Friday the 15th, in which we played... Oh no, my controller died. Fuck. Oh no. Controller live. That's the sound of me scrolling, which I know you can't hear because that's why I have a good microphone, so you can't hear shit like that. But we played, yeah, let's start with. We played with Alan Wake. Not Alan Wake. Fuck, why did I say Alan Wake? We played Crisis 2 on Super Soldier. We did 6 levels of that to where I got an achievement. We also did some... God damn it. Some Splatterhouse. Which we did like 2 levels on the hardest difficulty, which wasn't too bad, actually. We also played some Turok. We played a checkpoint of Deadly Premonition. We played some Dark Sector, about 10 minutes of that, and about 10 minutes of Time Shift. We also did an entire speed run of Portal Still Alive in anticipation for the release of Portal 2. We also did some Dishwasher Vampire Smile and about 4 or 5 levels in LEGO Star Wars, which was pretty fun. I don't think I'll do that again because I'm kind of running out of stuff to do in LEGO Star Wars that I can show you guys. But c'est la vie. But other than that, that was quite a big fun. Oh yeah, we also opened, which I did, as I always say, we did. Well, I do a pre-show, which is usually like either the first half an hour or the first or previous to the start of the show. I do a little bit of gaming just so that people can kind of file in. I can, make sure everything's working so that when the show starts in earnest, it starts in earnest. So I usually pick like an arcade game or something, and I play that for about a half an hour. That's to make sure all the kinks are worked out and to make sure that we're all working at peak efficiency. Moving on from that, speaking of Achievement Hunter Television, I actually have to amend something that I posted on Twitter. Not on Twitter, on Achievement Hunter, which is I actually got a date wrong because I said that we are going to be doing the next Achievement Hunter Television on May 3rd. I was wrong. For some reason, I looked at the calendar. I looked at it wrong, and it says 5/3. It's meant to be this coming Tuesday, so it's going to be the 26th. Because if I remember correctly, Easter's this weekend. I'm actually going to figure out the actual date right now on Google. If, my browser wants to work with me. Okay. Easter 2011. That's the sound of me typing in things. And if, of course, my browser wants to cooperate with me. Okay, Wikipedia doesn't work, so to the Googles. So yeah, the 26th of April is going to be the big Achievement Hunter Television, where it's going to run from 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time, which is -5 GMT, probably until 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. Just because that's usually when I run this shit. It's a lot of fun. I love running 12-hour streams. They're a lot of fun to do. Usually we're kind of beaten and broken by the end of the stream, but, that's par for the course. I'm probably also going to run a quick Windows format between now and then, so that when it's time for the stream, my computer's running at peak efficiency, peak awesomeness. So look forward to those things. And we are going to be, I should actually probably boot up the actual thread here so I can say we're going to be playing. We're going to be playing probably the next 6 levels of Crisis 2 on Super Soldier. We are also going to be playing probably another checkpoint or 2 of Deadly Premonition, because I think that that's going to be what I'm going to do. Make sure Deadly Premonition is always played every stream. And we're probably going to play a level or 2 of Turok, because why the fuck not? There will also be some cameo appearances by Mortal Kombat, LEGO Star Wars 3, and Mindjack. Now, what I mean by those is like that's what I do like in between games. So like I'll play like some Crisis 2 and Super Soldier, and like I died a lot, so let's play some LEGO Star Wars 3, so we can kind of get the groove back going. That's kind of what I like to do. Or we'll play like 3 of those in a row, but those aren't going to be played very significantly. But moving on from that, we are now going to talk about what happened on Achievement Hunter this past week. Which was, we had a whole bunch of little videos and some big videos too. Like, other than the normal, releasing of, Rage Quit Horse fails, we had, the Rage Quit's actually pretty good, was Nicaragua, which I think is a really bullshit game. Moving on. We had, 3 This Is. We had This Is Magica for Vietnam. Magica Vietnam, which is pretty cool. I liked that video quite a bit. This is for Mortal Kombat and Portal 2, which are both pretty awesome. My first LEGO Star Wars 3 mini kit guide went out. The two Fatality videos went out. We also had 2 Easter egg videos, one of which was mine in Crisis 2, which I can already tell is going to be a really big video, because this video has been out for, I'm actually booting up the thing right now. I think it's only been up for about an hour at this point. Let me just refresh it here. It's been up for an hour. It has 300 replies and over 700 likes. So this is going to be a big video. It's gonna be big. And it already has a whole bunch of comments on the main page. That's going to be a pretty big video for me. And what I think is probably the coolest video that we've had in a very long time, which is the top 10 Halo series Easter eggs. So it's across Halo, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach, all that stuff. And it's such a cool video with Jeff and Gav. So please, please check those 2 videos out especially, because those are both pretty fucking awesome videos. Also, my Crisis 2 collectibles guide went out. So there you go. A lot of videos. And hey, look, we've done like 12 minutes of talking, and we're very on point. Now it's time for the questions. There were no questions on the RT Journal comments. Shame on you guys. You guys should be asking me questions for me to answer. The only questions I got were on YouTube. So the YouTube people are going to get their questions answered today. Are you going to play Battlefield Play for Free, followed by an LOL what? Probably not. I own Battlefield Bad Company 2 for both the PC and the 360. I really don't feel the desire to play a free version of that. I didn't play Heroes, and if I really want to play a game that's close to what Battlefield Play for Free is, I own Battlefield 2 and Battlefield 2142. I'll boot those games up and play those instead. Next one. Have you played all the LEGO games? No, I haven't. I've really only played the LEGO Star Wars games. Like, I played the original one on the PC, and I also played the complete saga, which I own, on the 360. One achievement left in that game. It's gonna happen. And other than that, I've also played, LEGO Star Wars 3. I think I played the demo for LEGO Indiana Jones 2. I wasn't a big fan of it. I didn't like how it played. Or some shit like that. I also played the demo for LEGO Harry Potter. I don't buy the LEGO games because there's no co-op online, and that's what I want. If I did that, I know a bunch of other people I know would get these games and play them co-op. It'd be a lot of fun, but we don't. So that happened. So sorry, got a little angry there. Next question: do more. Okay. And then the question that will probably take up the rest of this show: what happened to Gamers Rapport? I have been dodging this question since probably January. I got it all. I actually got quite a bit of packs. I mean, it didn't help that my media badges for Gamers Rapport on it. But here's the answer to your question. It's probably dead now. Like, dead and cold. Sorry, but it's fucking true. It's dead and buried at this point. Why? A few personal reasons, but there's 2 very, very practical reasons why. 1, none of us have the time to edit it. And you can say we could outsource it and whatnot, but I don't like trusting other people to edit my shit. It's not fully a trust issue. It's just I'm not gonna. I don't want to sound pompous when I say this, but this is me. I like to control what I do to a certain extent. If I give like my audio to Jeff or Jack, if they want me to ever be in a commentary, that's fine. Or Brahmin, or any of the other people that I work with. If it's a third party that I don't work with, and I'm giving them an hour of my audio, I don't feel like they'll get the sound right. I don't feel that it'll be the product that I want to produce. And Games Rapport to me is kind of what it didn't start off as my baby, but it became my baby because of about the amount of effort and time I put into it. And I don't want to give that to an outsider in a way. And I know Knuckles doesn't really have time for it. I definitely know 8-Bit doesn't have time for it. And I don't have the time to edit a 5-hour podcast every fucking week. Fuck that. I can do this, and this is my surrogate for Games Rapport. This is where I can talk about the stuff that I would normally talk about in Games Rapport. I don't have someone to bounce off of to go in tangents and stories and whatnot. But there you go. Sorry. But the other major reason is that I don't think you guys trust us anymore. I mean, we have our diehard fans, but where it really boils down to is we have said 2 or 3 times before, like right before we stop making episodes, don't worry, we're coming back, and then we don't. 3 times. You guys don't trust us anymore. No matter what you guys say, if we put on an episode, no one's going to listen to it. But we may eventually build back up, but the trust is going to be gone. It's completely gone. So, I always hate producing things that nobody watches. I don't like putting hours of my time into something and then nobody watches it or listens to it or whatever. It's not cool. I don't like that. But those are the 2 major reasons, and I hope you guys understand that, but not much else I can really do. So I have about, how long is my Mortal Kombat video that I shot for this? It's in my Mortal Kombat folder, I know that much. Waiting for it to boot up. Mortal Kombat. I shot for 21 minutes, 57 seconds. So we have another 4 minutes of talking left. Hey everybody, how you doing? Doing good? Okay, cool. Well, other than that, I thought I would talk about one of the other major journals I posted this week, which is I posted a journal about Achievement Hunter boosting groups, which I am looking for people to join in on the following games, if I can do this quickly. There we go. Battlefield Bad Company 2, with and without Vietnam, because I need the 20 demo kills, which you can do in squad mode. A few buildings you can blow up that people are inside, and they go, oh no, I'm blowed up. We also need some people for War for Cybertron. And I need a few people for Condemned to Bloodshot. And if you have Serial Killer already, it would be awesome if you could join in and help us get towards our Serial Killer X achievement. And then eventually, when people like me get their Serial Killer achievement, I will help you get your SKX achievement, which is to kill 9 people who have the Serial Killer achievement. So, anyone who has those achievements, thank you very much. And I hope you guys come in, help us out. It'd be awesome. And I'll do my normal spiel now, which is if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask them in either the RT Journal or the YouTube comments. I will answer them on the next show. I'm not going to say no matter what they are, because if they're horrible questions, I'm probably not going to answer. And if they're not serious stuff, like, do more of these. Like I said, yes. But if you have a serious question, I'll answer it. Other than that, when it comes to stuff that if it's in a journal that I talk about, like my stuff like the boosting groups, please respond on the RT Journal itself, because that's what I prefer. I don't want to go through YouTube comments and go, oh, you have this, you have this, you have this. I like to put links up, like this is the RT person that we're doing this with, or the H person that we're doing this with, so that's a lot easier to organize. But we're getting close to 20 minutes here, so this is Fragger signing off. See you guys next time.